You mentioned AI. You want to talk about AI a bit? In
Sure.
terms of
Yeah.
anything that you're doing at Hartford Healthcare?
In healthcare, I think there's so much excitement. We're all very excited about it, but at the same time, there's a lot of fear and unknowns, right?
Mhm.
So I'd say the first thing that I'm so proud of our organization because we certainly didn't shy away from it, but we also out of the gate put together a little bit of a sort of a guidance document for our organization so that they understood what's good, what's off limits, not only the ethics behind safe use of AI, but how do we ensure that we're protecting our patients as well as our interests as we continue to go down this path of AI. We've done a lot of education also across the enterprise. And I think that's one of the things that I would encourage others who are listening to this to continuously do. There's so many different types of AI that I think people initially were confused about Gen AI versus narrow or traditional AI. And I think it's really important to know the difference because if you know the difference, then you can at the very least provide guidance on how to use it safely and what to use safely and what to use to actually solve some of your problems. My team and I have ended up focusing on what I'll call low hanging fruit AI kind of projects. A lot of it has to do with the content that we already have. And what I mean by that is that, for example, in IT, we've got a lot of knowledge base articles that we've created. We have lots of training materials that we've created. We also even have dashboards and lots of other data that we've curated and developed over time. And the question that I asked my team and our partners at Google is could we use a very sort of focused Gen AI technique called RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation? It's in many ways, a safe way of using generative AI on specific content to allow you to search through it in many ways in a more sophisticated way than just sort of keyword search. You can ask questions about it. And we're finding that's going to be for us a great way to sort of start using Gen AI internally and externally. And I can give some examples of what we used, but just even think about HR policies, for example. Most of our policies are unsearchable because we just don't have good indexing. But if you throw Gen AI at it and reduce its ability to be too creative and just answer questions straight away, it creates this new sort of found life to the content you've had at your fingertips for years that people either forgot about or they hadn't been able to use because they couldn't search through it. So we're starting to use that as our kind of launching point for creating agents, if you will, that leverage Gen AI and use our content that we've delivered over the years.